So we arrived in Auckland a few hours ago, checked into a hotel. We thought we'd come down to the harbour, have something to eat and admire all the yachts and boats. A fair few pounds worth of boats and show. Where are we going now, Lane?
We're going round there.
Good morning from Auckland. We've picked up our car this morning. It's going to take some getting used to driving it. And this morning we're walking up Mount Eden. Mount Eden. Which is that way, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's an ancestral mountain and it's an important cultural heritage site.
It's an old volcano. You can have a look in the crater.
Is it live?
I don't know.
I wouldn't have thought so. And we'll better find out, won't we? We slept well last night.
Yeah.
I
think we're into it now.
Yeah. Like that was our fourth night? Well, second night sleeping in a
Bed.
second night sleeping in a bed because the other
Thursday.
2 nights we slept on a plane. We're 13 hours ahead of the UK, but because we slept through the night, fingers crossed,
We're sorted.
we're sorted.
And it's summer.
And yes,
It's lovely and warm.
it's January the 13th in Auckland,
2020.
2020. It's their summer. You can see the city of Auckland below. Into the distance. And we're still heading this way. So, Mount Eden is the highest volcano in Auckland. It's unlikely never to erupt again. Unlikely. And with all volcanoes, it has a crater. Which I don't think you're supposed to go into.
No, you're not. But we don't know the reasons why yet.
Might melt the soles of our feet. I don't think I've walked alongside a crater of a volcano, no matter how small. Views are amazing up here. You've got 360-degree views. definitely recommend a trip to the top of Mount Eden. Spectacular.
Kia ora, Simon.
Kia ora, Lahi. Where are we heading?
Coromandel Peninsula.
Okay, heading for the hot water beaches.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. So we say kia ora the next 3 weeks.
Kia ora. You having fun?
I am. It's 1:45 in the afternoon.
Behind your automatic car.
I know.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Coromandel Peninsula.
Where we going?
How exciting. Ticket.
Oh,
Volcanic activity that occurred 5 to 11 million years ago.
gosh. And that's why if you dig a hole on the beach, it creates hot water. Suspecting the hot water bit where people are digging the holes to get the hot water is over there. Let's follow the crowds. This is crazy because I can already see steam coming from the holes.
Try that. That's boiling. Try this little one.
Careful, get ready.
Go. Go. Dip your toe in.
Never like walking on. Really hot.
You haven't dipped your toe in the water yet. This is hot. Oh my god, that's hotter than your hottest bath water. Wow.
Right, the sea is lovely and cool, but as soon as you take a step, you feel the heat just below your feet, and it's burning now. I'm going back in. So what you do, you dig a hole, as this gentleman's kindly showing, and then you enjoy the heat of the pool that you've created. That's amazing. Right, the ocean's over there, but it's like walking on hot coals between here and there. Right, I'm going for it. I know it looks like lovely cold water, but that's boiling. It's absolutely boiling. Here we go. One, I'm going for it. 1, 2, 3, go. That's crazy. And Elaine is quietly trapped. I don't think I've ever been on a beach where the sand is boiling, and I mean boiling. And now where I'm standing, it's, as Elaine just said, it's very refreshing. You alright? Yeah, really unique place. Absolutely incredible place.
It's so warm just because it's a nice temperature.
Yeah.
Cold sea and warm water.
It's nice here. And it's nice there if you withstand how hot the sand is.
Steam.
This is one beach where people don't mind being too close to each other.
You stand still for too long, the hot water comes through.
Yeah, don't put your windbreak here.
So we've just arrived at our bed and breakfast, and we are staying.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith's room, but we're Mr. and Mrs. Gill.
Or are we? We have a beautiful sofa and a fridge, an amazing large bed, beautiful room, access, it's a beautiful garden,
Later on.
our own little deck, some chairs, and a swimming pool. Ooh, look at that! Oh, I might just have a dunk later. Kettle's on. It's beautiful, isn't it?
So it's the evening. We come down to Heihi Beach, and we're going to walk to Cathedral Cove. But apparently it's only 55 minutes, not 1 hour and 15 minutes. In theory. So how beautiful is Cathedral Cove? It's very beautiful.
What a great evening. Sun setting. What time is it?
It's about 8 o'clock in the evening, just before 8 o'clock.
Many people around.
So we're still catching it while there's a bit of light. And it's very beautiful. Not many people around this time of an evening, which adds to the atmosphere. And you've got all that in front. It's lovely. Good morning from the Coromandel Peninsula. We're in a local nature reserve overlooking one of the beaches and just admiring some of the yachts that are moored up. It's a bit cooler today. We thought we'd just stop off and have a quick look out here. Beautiful, beautiful it is. Plenty of steps here as well. Cook's Beach and Lonely Bay. I left a lane down there, away by the beach. I climbed up here to find one cute little geocache. Put it back down there. Leave it there for the next person to find it. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Cook Beach. Peaceful and quiet. I'll tell you what I've never seen before. We don't have these in the UK at all. Well, if we do, will someone please tell me where you can find them? So I've never seen these sorts of plants before. They're weird. Just to show you how big they are compared to my hand, there you go. Good evening. Parked the car up next to the beach and we thought we would treat ourselves to fish and chips. Delish.
A slice of lemon.
Oh, hey, we're pushing the boat out here. Nice. Looks
got
nice.
Tub of sauce.
Hey.
It's nice fish.
So fish and chips from New Zealand, fresh, nice.
Cheers.
So eat these. We're enjoying the view.
And then have a walk on the beach.
Yeah. Right, fish and chips in belly. And now we're going to have a wander on this beautiful beach. Heihi, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a lovely village in New Zealand, and we've really enjoyed our short time here. Look at this for a beach. So at the entrance of Hobbiton, which is the film set for where the film Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. This is the brochure we've just been given. And it says, welcome to the Shire home of the Hobbiton Movie Set, where the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies were filmed. Oh.
Want to see the map?
Open the map up.
Ooh.
Cool.
The Green Dragon. I think we get a drink at the Green Dragon.
Could do with one. Cool, so we've been picked up just before 4 o'clock. And we're going to leave at this departure place here.
Look at that.
Tickets.
Little hut.
On the standby, one of them. Just having a quick cup of coffee before we catch the bus to the set. And even the cup's neat. Hiya.
Hey guys. Here we go.
Thank you. We're at the Green Dragon, and it's time for a drink of ginger beer. Would you? Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. No, that's cool. Sit down, Mr. Baggins. Right, here we go. Enjoy. Cheers. Crikey, it's hot. It's 26 degrees outside, and it's probably even hotter here. Welcome to a beautiful Thursday morning, and we've arrived at a place I'm going to try and pronounce. Waimangu Volcanic Valley? Why do you always say that? It sounds like a question at the end. How the world began at Waimangu Volcanic Valley, established 1886. And that's something I haven't been able to get out yet. They are very strict on drone flying in any of the reserves. Look at that. That's stunning scenery. Explosive history. So we're doing a 4-kilometre walk. Yes.
Yeah.
Amongst volcanic activity and formations. Oh wow, that's incredible. This is the sort of thing we're going to experience on a walk here. You can see the steam rising. There was a large eruption here in 1886, and all the volcanic activity still happens to this day. We're staying in Rotorua, and you can see lots of steam coming out of the grills in the roadside, which is incredible. And it's all from like the underground activity. It's difficult to believe. So this actual crater is 50 metres deep.
Yeah.
This is Echo Crater. Look at that. Wow. That's amazing. Look at the steam coming from that. I don't know if the camera's picking this up. But that is the sound of bubbling. It's so hot, it's actually bubbling down there. Wow. So this is the world's largest hot spring lake, and it's called Frying Pan Lake. Every so often the steam wafts this way. Oh. Gets on your chest. So this trail over the 4 kilometres takes you through so much volcanic activity. So not only are you enjoying the walk, you're enjoying the volcanic views. It's quite incredible. I don't think we've ever done a walk like this before. Okay, what's on fire? What's cooking tonight? Here in 1886 really was the catalyst for all the formations that we've been walking amongst today, and some of the sights we've seen here today are just stunning.
Ruera.
Or as they call it, Waka for short.
Waka. Let's go to Waka.
That's funny. Smells. If YouTube had smell-o-vision, this would be smelling a lot.
That tunnel is a giant hole, and all it does is it sucks up all the earth because our cluster is smaller than 30 meters.
And their people work and live here, don't they? Yeah. It's like a living community. They show people around, and they're also entertained with the dancing and singing. Ugh, that is steaming hot. Ugh. Good morning from Aweo Tapo, or Aweo Tapu. Gonna grab some tickets, then we're gonna have a look at a geyser that's going off about 10:15 this morning. Before we see it, we've got to queue up here, grab some tickets.
Lady Knock Geyser goes off at 10:15 every day. It's 9:34 at the moment.
Lady Knock's Geyser. Is it geyser or is it geyser?
I think Geyser.
Geyser. What is it? It's like scone or scone, isn't it? Geyser or geyser. This looks exciting. Here we are, waiting for the geyser to erupt. It's almost 10:15, and we're waiting for that moment. One moment, that hint it's going to erupt. I don't know. Walk along there next. Try not to fall in. So it's almost 4:45 in the afternoon. We're waiting now to be picked up, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we've been picked up to go to a Maori experience. And the actual Maori experience is called
Tamaki, a hangi dinner, which is cooked in a volcanic stew.
and it's one of the top 10 things to do in the world.
The world?
Yeah, it's one of the top 10 things to do in the world, according to these people.
Has face located at the apex of the building. Sometimes below in this case, most of the time at the apex itself, and usually a statue sitting on top, but sometimes there isn't one of those as well. The face is the main thing, because that's the face of the ancestor. Coming down each side of the face, you'll see the barge boards there. Those act as arms for my ancestor. Outstretched, welcoming arms, welcoming you, the visitor.
Karina Pakarono, Kia Mau, Hei, Rina Pakeia. Wai wai Takaia. Oh, kamate, kamate. Kamate, kamate. Hansi, hansi. Tenete, tonata. Huru, huru, na, na, ichiki. To the trees. Left hand. Right hand. Left, right. Leg to the trees. Hands on us. Hey, Bukana. And the ladies go wild, ladies.
Your food is smelly. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you repeat after me? Hangi.
Hangi.
Traditional way of covering method. How our ancestors cook their food or what steamed underground. It's your food that's been steamed in our hangi pit. So there will be other dishes spread out on the buffet table alongside your hangi meals. So really do enjoy the morning.
Hey,
So we've just moved on to Huka Falls. Lane's gone ahead for a finder, but I think I can hear the sound of hopefully some impressive waterfalls. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We thought we'd pull up for this scenic view. Wow, that's stunning. That's absolutely amazing. See the entire vista ahead.
Ooh, look at that. Thank you. You're welcome. That volcano. How sensible. It's a little bit terrifying.
But at the same time,
yeah,
a little bit exciting.
Mount Doom.
A real live volcano. We're going to be walking alongside it.
Feels a bit scary now it's there.
Tomorrow.
Just spotted our hotel. Coming to view. What does this warning say? There we are. There's your house for the night, sir.
Overlooking the local volcano. Did I say there's a volcano?
What did we say? Did we mention there was a volcano?
Good morning. It's coming up to 5:30 on a Saturday morning. And we're about to do
Tongariro crossing. Yes.
Yes, exciting stuff.
Should be fun.
It's going to be amazing.
But there is that one scary volcano to look at.
I thought there's two.
Well, there are two, but the one looks scary, the other just looks like a... But the one is a volcano.
We've got to get there first, haven't we? We've got to drive to the pickup point, and the coach is going to take us to the beginning of our trek. So, we've dropped the car off here, locked and loaded, and this is our mode of transport via these guys. We've been dropped off, and this is the beginning of our crossing. Nice setting up the GPS.
Just to see how far we've walked.
Yeah! Start of the Tongariro Alpine crossing. So this shelter here is the starting point. That in front is where we're going. So this first part of the route lasts about an hour. It's supposed to be fairly straightforward, and it takes us to Soda Springs. I think the route to Soda Springs is relatively flat and straightforward, so everybody's happy. That is a stunning view for first thing in the morning. Amazing. Over there is a level 1 volcano. We're not going that way. Level 0 volcanoes for us today. Nice to have the markers just in the first kilometre. About 18 to go. First toilet break if you need it. If not, we push on. Let's follow a lane. We're about 15-20 minutes into the walk. As I mentioned before, the first stage is very flat. Nice way to break you into a 19-kilometre hike. But even the views surrounding you at this early stage are just magical, absolutely magical. See the volcano to your right, to my right, which is covered in cloud, and the sun is rising just behind it. It's lovely. It's about 7:45 and the sun has finally risen. Well, at the moment it's looking like that, and that's our first port of call. Not quite there yet. One word, 3 syllables, amazing. We think all this is old lava flow. From a very long time ago. 4 kilometres in. 15 to go. And this is the other reason why they recommend you wear plenty of layers when you do this walk. So when you're feeling hot, you can strip off, and when it goes cool again, you can wrap up. We're in the shade of the volcano, and it's definitely gone cooler. I'm going to make a slow diversion and have a quick look at Soda Springs. So we're carrying on from Soda Springs, and this next stage, there's quite a bit of an ascent. That was the easy part. It's much harder ahead. Feeling tired or cold? Weather getting worse? If yes, turn back. Cloud coming in there. That is incredible. So all this here forms the South Crater, and at the other end is the Red Crater Ridge, and that's when it starts going up again. We'll start heading up to Emerald Lakes. South Crater is huge. It's immense. I'm walking in the middle of it. Wow. Now this is the beginning of the ascent up Red Crater Ridge. It takes about 30 minutes to get to the top, and it's going to be quite steep. And here is our warning. Decision time. See the little dots up there? That's our route. Onwards. Really quite a steep ascent. We're nearly at the top, which is over there. 8 kilometres in. May's just noticed a little bit of steam round here.
Uh-oh.
Coming from the rocks. We'll be fine. Right to the top, and then it's a descent, short descent, down to the Emerald Lakes. Nearly at the top. It's a nice big cairn. Wow. We've reached the top at 11:15. And down there, the lakes. That's where we're heading for next. And we've probably walked so far just under 9 kilometres. So we've still got some distance to go. But it does look as if a lot of it's now downhill. This is where I'm going to pinch one of Elaine's walking poles because it's quite steep. Thanks. Thank you. And it does look very steep. Okay, did my best. I nearly went. I'm going to have to take this really easy. That was steep coming down. Plenty of people slipping up on the rocks and the sand. These small lakes with the Emerald Lakes, it's absolutely stunning. You can see the steam coming from the ground as well. Just adds to the whole atmosphere of the place. Plenty of snacks along the way. Can't beat a nice muffin. Tasty. Muffins. Views. This takes us towards Blue Lake. Nice flat stretch. And again, nice views.
Walk backwards, look.
What, all the way?
See.
Oh, wow!
That is incredible.
Let's do the rest of the vlog walking backwards. No! Yeah, it's a pretty cool view. Almost halfway. Almost. Now up here, we should have ahead Blue Lake. So, if you're still with us, we're now walking alongside Blue Lake. So eventually there'll be a nice easy descent from here down to Ketehahi. Pardon? Ketehahi. No, Ketetahi. Ketetahi. Shelter. That's where we're going from here. Nice easy descent to Ketetahi Shelter. Capturing the lava spew, as Elaine calls it. And here we have the 10 kilometre mark. So we are now over halfway. Like the way all the toilets are nicely camouflaged. So now we're heading down. The descent starts. Light-wise as well, I think the views are going to change. Going to look a little bit more lush and green this side. See from here, that is amazing. Got lots of, they look like ferns, don't they? Either side of us now. Very pretty. Our path has changed somewhat in fauna. If you can see that, that says 16. We're 3 to go. 3 little kilometres to go. We've done all that. You are here. This very small gap.
We're nearly at the end of the walk and it's been amazing. So advice, do it.
That's it. Thank you. Bye.
When I saw the volcano from afar last night, it looked a bit daunting. I mean, you keep reading signs saying there's volcanic activity and it could go off at any minute without warning. It makes you feel a bit vulnerable. But there's hundreds of people hiking it every day. And I felt very safe. Bring plenty of water. Bring tissue for the toilets.
And wear plenty of layers of clothes.
Mainly, plenty of room and a memory card for all the photos you're going to want to take. Because it's stunning, isn't it? It's impossible to get lost. The path is very well marked. So we ummed and ahed whether to pay and go with the guided tour, but you can't get lost. It's very, very well marked. If visibility's good, that is.
Bring your sunblock, because on a nice sunny day, if it's cold or hot, you'll burn.
We used Tongariro Crossing's shuttle, one-way shuttle service. So we parked at the end of the hike and had the bus drop us off at the beginning. And this meant that there's no time restrictions getting back to the car. We can take our time. We haven't got a bus to catch. So that's worked well for us. It was only about $40 I think, to do that.
So we're back at the car park. All these people are waiting to be picked up by a bus. End of the Tongariro Alpine crossing. Yay! We did it. Started there. And we are now here. Completed. We just need to find the car. So from here, if you end up doing what we've done, when you get to this point, you've got to head back to the road. So yes, it's 19 kilometres and a bit. And the bit includes this bit. We've just spotted our car. We've made it.
Sunday morning, we're just setting off to Wellington. But what we've noticed is there's no cars in front of us. And there's nothing behind us.
We've got a long drive to Wellington this morning. It'll take us about 4 hours. So we're going to take a nice, easy drive down and hopefully enjoy some of the scenery.
And that's the other active volcano with an alert level 1. Still no cars. You just see the mountain we climbed yesterday is just shrouded in its own little cloud. Beautiful day everywhere else.
Hello from me. Oh, there's a bus. If I'm filming, who's driving?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's me.
So it's currently 9:45 in the morning, and he reckons we will be getting into Wellington at about 1:45 this afternoon. 4-hour drive. Car sharing will definitely be on the agenda today. I'm sure we'll be stopping en route. In Wellington yet, because Wellington is still 230 kilometres away. Onwards, rock and roll, Elaine. Yay! We have parked up to take in a view.
Oh, we didn't know there was a view.
No, we didn't. That is a great view. Stunning. That is amazing. Entering Bulls.
And there he is.
There he is. That's the first time we've seen the sign for Wellington. It's now midday. We've got 123 kilometres to go, and the land has very much flattened out. We're on Oxford Street. Don't look like no Oxford Street we know.
I have to say, driving an automatic car is really cool.
Yeah, it's straightforward, isn't it?
No gears, change, just drive on the brake. Go, stop, go, stop.
It's now almost 1 o'clock. And we have just under an hour before we get into Wellington. Here's a sign to prove it. Wellington, 69 kilometres. Yay! This is more like one of our bypasses, isn't it? But quieter.
you can see the sea, but I can see the sea.
The mist?
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? It was sunny just literally 5 minutes up the road.
Wellington is covered in mist. Official.
This is where we'll be catching our ferry tomorrow to the South Island. Woo.
Well, we've arrived in Wellington. We've checked in for one night and we really only have one afternoon here. Let's see what we can find in one afternoon. Wellington definitely has like a San Francisco vibe. Looking at all the properties and the homes, feels more like San Francisco. It's nice. Keep seeing these scooters abandoned everywhere, but you can hire them out. You can literally go online and pick one up along the streets of Wellington. So, goodbye North Island. 4-hour boat ride to South Island. We're due to set sail shortly, but at the moment we are waiting. Hopefully that will not be the case.
nice ferry crossing. Did you enjoy the boat?
I did, but near the end I was feeling a bit... I don't even notice I didn't eat much near the end.
Oh, I had loads to eat. Scones with cream,
I didn't go for the scones.
cooked breakfast, cake, toast. It was yummy. I filled my boots.
You did, didn't you?
Smoothie, umpteen cups of tea.
I had a
And
few
now-
cups of teas.
We're in Picton and we're driving to Cathedral. It's going to take us nearly 3 hours to get there. 193 kilometres.
Okay,
So
well, I'll
get
be stopping
driving.
off on the way. After a long drive, we have arrived. And this is more of an apartment than a hotel room. Wow, that's nice. That's an awesome view. Great facilities. Guess what? We can wash some of our clothes. Hey, over in the dark. Great. Got quite a few smelly socks. And I've got my one pair of underpants that needs to go in as well. Yeah, because just one.